Welcome to In Love with the Joneses. Today I'll be showing you guys how I do a custom mask for my son Cedric. Right now I am trying to find a font that fits his personality. So if you have a Cricut Explorer 2, you can always go on the fonts and you can download free fonts, all different kinds, instead of paying for the Cricut fonts. So I'm just strolling through, trying to find a font that fits his personality. That's usually the hardest part, deciding on which font to use because there's so many. I'm fairly new to using the Cricut. Like I said on my other video, it was for my daughter and I had to learn how to use it so I can keep her business going. So I'm still learning. I don't really do shirts. I mostly do masks, cups, and I sell the masks still for her business. I haven't sold any shirts or anything because I don't really like doing the shirts. I'd rather do the masks or cups. So I'm still just strolling through trying to decide on the font. And you always have to adjust the size to fit the mask. Okay, I finally found one that I like. It's simple. He's a boy, so he don't like all that, cursive writing. So a simple font is what he likes. So now I'm going to make it. You have to make sure you adjust the size to fit your mask, your shirt, cup, keychain, whatever you're customizing. And I have a new mask. I haven't washed it yet. I like to wash the mask before, but I just started off with a fresh one for the video. And as you see, I have the iron-on vinyl. I have orange, blue, or green. Not really sure which one I'm going to use yet. It's just a small, medium-sized mask that I got from Amazon. I decided to use the dark blue because I think that looks really nice on the black. And I'm still not sure what's the names of like the Cricut, the mat I'm using is just a mat. That's what I call it. I don't know the proper names for everything still. So I just call it whatever I want to call it. So you have to make sure you put the shiny side down when you're doing a mask or anything. Anything with the iron-on vinyl, it has to be the shiny side down. Just regular vinyl, you can do it on the shiny side. You cut it on the shiny side. So right now it's cutting his name out exactly how it was on the computer. And it's so hard with the vinyl. It's so many different brands. Sometimes the actual Cricut vinyl is not really good. When you cut it, it tear easily. But if you get vinyl from a company off Amazon, sometimes it works best. So it really just depends. As you learn to custom and the different vinyls, you'll get better with what kind is good, which kind tear, which kind melts when you put the heating, I forgot what you call it, the heating pad on it. So right now I'm just cutting out his name. I'm trying to get better with these voiceovers. That's all my baby little tools we got from Amazon. You can't really see it. I thought you would be able to see it. So now this is a weeding tool. So now you take out the excess vinyl so his name can be left on there. This is a tricky part because if you don't follow the lines, you could tear the name and you have to start over again. So this part is really tricky. But the more you do it, the better you get. When I first started learning, even now, I waste so much vinyl because I'll mess up. And once you mess up, sometimes you can fix it, but most of the time you have to redo it. So it's time consuming, so I'm going to stop the video here. Okay, so that's how it came out. CEDRICK. And I lost the dot on the I. But that's okay, because it's still cute. Just like that, even the dots, like if there's a dot, an I, or lowercase j, you can easily lose the dot. But, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Because my son, his name is Cedric Jr., but we call him CJ. He probably have the mask thrown somewhere anyway. So the whole name probably be coming off. Okay, right now, I'm cutting off the excess. And I have transfer tape. You have to have transfer tape, so it's basically like a cover. When you put the heat on it, when you put the heat on the name, it stops it from melting. The vinyl won't melt. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's just a sticky cover that covers the name. So when you put the heat on it, it'll help it stick on the mask or whatever item you're using. Yeah, I'm struggling with these nails. You see, it's just a sticky layer that goes on top. Use your scraper to get off the bubbles. If you really have the time and energy to really learn or even have the money to buy Cricut, you really can make a successful business out of it. Because you can learn everything on YouTube, Pinterest. Okay, you see, it's just a protective layer. And right there, I'm showing y'all how I lost the dot for the eye, but that's okay. Usually I'll redo it, but I don't feel like it today, so. That's my little ironing pad. I don't know why I can't think of the name of the heating pad. So I'm just adjusting it to make sure it's in the middle. Heat press. There we go. I had to Google it. I could not think of the name of it. So that's the heat press. I don't know why I do that. I always have to touch it and see if it's actually hot. I even do that with the iron. So now I just count to 10, or either you could set the timer on your heat press for 10 seconds. But I like to count because with this vinyl, I've used it before and it can melt. So I have to take my time and press it sometimes 3 times, but not as hard or not as long. Because this vinyl will melt, and that'll be a whole mass not going to waste, but I will have to peel it, and that's a lot of work. I have to peel the name off and try to put something over it. So see, I've done it twice. Let it cool a little bit. See, it's still not sticking just yet. So usually 3 to 4 times of pressing it. Okay, so after the third try, as you can see, it's sticking. And the blue looks really nice on the black. So see, you just pull it slowly so it doesn't tear any of your letters. Can't rip it off. If you rip it off, 9 times out of 10, you'll rip off your letters. See, it came out so cute. I know it's missing a dot, but it's still cute for him. So that's the end of this video. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.